Hello everyone. Once again welcome you all in the online lecture series. From last few lectures we are talking about a one group disconnection, and here we are discuss some functional groups like alcohols, carbonyl compounds, carboxylic acid, saturated hydrocarbons and olefins, right? Now here we are discussing about a two group disconnection, and from the two group disconnection first we will see a 1,3 dioxygenated pattern, and in that 1,3 dioxygenated pattern let us talk about a function group that is beta hydroxy carbonyl compounds. In the beta hydroxyl carbonyl compound, let us take a one simple target molecule that containing a beta hydroxy carbonyl compound. So that carbonyl compound containing a aldehyde, here is a OH group and it containing a substitution like this. So this is a target molecule, and that target molecule we have to break in such a way that so that can be give a good disconnection and the reagents are easily available. We know that if there is such type of beta hydroxycarbonyl compound, then we can break the molecule in this way. Then it will be gives a synthone like, that is CH3, CH2, CH2. Then here is double bond O, right? And here is a hydrogen plus it gives a synthone, that is positive charge, and along with a second molecule here, that is it gives a double bond. Then here is O minus hydrogen and here is a CH2 CH3, right? Let us see the synthetic equivalent for this compound is, that is a aldehyde function group, that is 1 2 3 4, that is butanaldehyde. Along with the synthetic equivalent for this compound is again same, that is butanaldehyde, right? If we see this reaction, these are aldehyde, and when these aldehydes are condensed together, so it gives a aldols, right? So this molecule is called as a aldols, and the reaction is called as a aldol condensation. That means if we go for synthesis, then we are taking a aldol condensation molecule. That means by using a simple synthesis method, in the simple synthesis we have to take two molecules of these aldehydes in presence of a base, but base that is a mild base, and that mild base gives a aldol condensation reaction. What is aldol condensation? That it gives a beta hydroxy carbonyl compound, OH. This is a beta hydroxy carbonyl compound, and it gives a simple target molecule which we are discussing here. So we are taking a aldol condensation reaction. So in aldol condensation reaction, if we take this aldehyde, so this aldehyde when treat with a acid, so what it gives? It gives a beta hydroxy carbonyl compound. It gives a beta hydroxy carbonyl compound. If there is elimination of water molecule, what it gives? It gives beta alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compounds. Then if you are using a strong base, what it gives? It also gives a beta hydroxycarbonyl compound, and if there is a elimination of water molecule, it gives alpha beta unsaturated compound. But if we are taking a mild base, reaction will be stopped at this alpha beta unsaturated compound, and it does not eliminate water molecule. That means it gives a aldol condensation reaction. So this is a simple rule. If we find this, if we treat this aldehyde with acid as well as strong base, the reaction will be stopped at this alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. But when we are treating this molecule with mild base, it will be stopped at the beta hydroxy carbonyl compound, right? So that means if we take the synthesis for another target molecule, let us take one more example. For that one more example, we are taking the aldehyde, the alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound or 1,3 dioxygen pattern. So here is suppose a target molecule, that is OH here, and here is a carbonyl function group as a aldehyde, and here is a CH3. Suppose this is one simple target molecule, and if we want to break this such type of target molecule, we can go, this is a beta hydroxy, that is this is alpha function group, this is beta function group, that is This is a beta hydroxycarbon compound, and these beta hydroxycarbon compound can be break by using this method. That means what it gives? It gives formation of a formaldehyde in this way. This is synthone, and its synthetic equivalent is that is called as a CH2O, that is formaldehyde. Along with what it gives a synthone, that is CH3 CH2. Then here is a double bond. Along with it there is a O minus. This is hydrogen, and here is a CH3. Then the synthetic equivalent for this molecule is that is CH3 CH2. Then C double bond O H, and here is CH3. Right. Now we can break the alpha substitution by simple breaking this. So that means it gives a aldehyde function group in this way. Along with it gives formation of a methyl iodide. That means 1 2 3 4, that is butanaldehyde. If we go for synthesis, so in this synthesis, if you take this butanaldehyde molecule, if you take the strong base, or if you take in presence of ethanol, so what it gives? It gives a different types of product. What are the different types of product? That means it gives a abstract the proton at the alpha position, and if we treat with this molecule with this methyl iodide, so it gives formation of CH3 CH2, then C double bond O H, and C. That means the compound which we want, but sometimes the reaction will be gives a self condensation. So it gives self condensation and it gives aldol condensation reaction, or sometimes this reaction will be go for polyalkylation. The reaction will be go for polyalkylation. That means when we take this aldehyde, and if we treat this aldehyde with a strong base, so it gives a aldol condensation reaction, that is self condensation, polyalkylation, and it gives a anionic we can say carbanion, and which will be treated with further molecule, so it gives a desired molecule. But if we want to get a same molecule, that means which we want to synthesize, then we can go for another synthetic method, that is called as the enamine approach. So what is enamine approach? In the enamine approach, we can take this aldehyde, butanaldehyde. We have to treat this butanaldehyde with the such type of molecule with anhydrous K2CO3. So what it gives? It gives a enamine CH3 CH2, then C double bond N and hydrogen. So here will be a positive charge, but when we are treating this molecule with a anhydrous K2CO3, that is a mild base, or in presence of paratoluene sulfonic acid and C6H6 benzene, and if we reflux this, so it gives a enamine, and that enamine will be present in the form, that is CH3 CH2, then C double bond H, then nitrogen, and in this molecule. And then if we treat with this methyl iodide, so this methyl iodide, so what it gives? It will be gives the localization of this electron, and it gives formation of a such type of simple molecule which we want to synthesize. H, and here is methyl, and the ring system will be here, right, which containing a positive charge. Now we can go for the H3O plus, then it gives a desired, that is methyl substituted aldehyde CH3, right? And now if we treat this molecule with a formaldehyde in presence of base, right? So in presence of base, what it gives? So we know that this formaldehyde is more electrophilic as compared to this aldehyde, right? So base will be take proton from this position, and it will react with this formaldehyde, and then it gives formation of a target molecule which we want to synthesize. So that means if we see that in the enamine synthesis, the methylation will be takes place at the alpha position in the basic medium. That means the enamine approach is better than the methylation in acid or base medium. So this enamine approach having good reagent to do a methylation at the alpha position. Right? Let us take another target molecule. The another target molecule containing such type of a beta hydroxy carbonyl compound pH. So here is OH and pH. So if we see this molecule, this carbon compound, this is alpha and this is beta. That is beta hydroxy carbonyl compound. But here we can see 1,2 pattern. But we are looking toward the 1,3 dioxygenated pattern. Then we can go for this formation of such type of retro molecule. And then what it gives? It gives formation of pH, C double bond O, C double bond O, pH, plus what it gives? It gives formation of a cyclohexanone. So this is synthone and its synthetic equivalent is cyclohexanone, like this. We know that what is this? This is a benzyl, right? Now we can break this benzyl by function group interconversion. By function group interconversion, we can take as a alpha hydroxy carbonyl compound. Alpha hydroxy carbonyl compound, and we can break this molecule at this position. That is called as a benzyne condensation, and it gives formation of a 2 molecules of benzyl. This is a well-known reaction. When the benzaldehyde will be treated, it gives benzyne condensation, and after oxidation, what it gives? It gives formation of a benzyne. That is synthesis. In the synthesis, we have to take 2 molecules of this benzaldehyde. Then we have to treat this molecule with sodium cyanide in presence of ethanol. So what it gives? It gives formation of a benzoin OH. Now we have to oxidize this hydroxyl group by using concentrated nitric acid HNO3, or if we treat this molecule with this chromic oxide, then it gives formation of a benzyl. That is, this is benzyl. Now if we treat this molecule with base and this cyclohexanone, then the cyclohexanone will be take the proton from the alpha position. It will be treated with any carbon compound, and it gives formation of a target molecule. But what we have to take base here, a mild base. So this is called as a target molecule. So this is about a 1,3 dioxygenated pattern and about a beta hydroxy carbon compound. Let us take another example which containing alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. Alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound, and here we are taking one example which containing a alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound, that is aldehyde, and here is a nitro function group. So this is a alpha beta unsaturated compound, and we know that if there is such type of alpha beta unsaturated carbon compound, then we can add water here, so that after elimination it gives evolipine. That means we can go for function group interconversion, and in function group interconversion we can add OH group at the beta position, so that it gives a beta hydroxy carbonyl compound, right? And if there is such type of beta hydroxy carbonyl compound, we know that after elimination we can break the molecule at this position, and what it gives? It gives formation of a synthone which containing a aldehydic function group, plus it gives formation of a C double bond OH O minus, and the synthetic equivalent for this molecule is acetaldehyde. So this is the acetaldehyde, right? Now this is a para-nitro. So this is para-nitrobenzaldehyde, and this para-nitrobenzaldehyde can be easily prepared by function group interconversion. That means it is a para-nitrotoluene, CH3, and this is para-nitrotoluene. So if we go for the synthesis of this target molecule, then we have to take this para-nitrotoluene, then we have to oxidize the methyl group using a chromyl chloride, that is Cr2Cl2. So this chromyl chloride will be oxidize this methyl group to the aldehyde, right? So it gives para-nitroaldehyde, and then we have to treat this molecule with the acetaldehyde in presence of KOH or this methanol. So it gives formation of a target molecule. Because here if you have treat this with base, the base will be take proton from this aldehyde, it will be react with this carbonyl compound, it gives a beta hydroxycarbonyl compound, but the reaction will be not stop at this beta hydroxycarbonyl compound. The base will be eliminate water molecule and it gives formation of a target molecule. So this is the very simple method, that is both aldehyde and para-nitrobenzaldehyde looks equally electrophilic. Therefore use of an excess acetaldehyde to compensate the self condensation. That means we have to use a excess of aldehyde to compensate the self condensation reaction, and therefore so this is the simple method to prepare such type of alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. So friends, I am giving here one exercise to you. You have to try the exercise at the home. That means it containing a alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. So this is a function group. That means so this is a carbonyl compound and this is a alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. You have to try this compound at home and submit it to me. So with this we can stop here. The remaining part will be discussed in next lecture. Thank you.